Good morning, everybody. Welcome to My Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to another Made in Minutes. Today I wanted to show you all how I made that cute little treat holder using that stitched bat die. So I figured I would make it because this is a Made in Minute project, okay? So I'm using the bat sentiments, and I'm going to use the little face. I'm probably just going to use the face, and I may throw a tag on there with one of these other sentiments. I'm not 100% sure just yet. And then I'm going to use our brand new stitched bat die, okay? So I was actually inspired by this by our guest designer, Miss Audrey. She had made this bat using some pattern paper, and I didn't even think to do that. So I figured if I were to wrap the little arms around, the little pieces on the back would have been white. So what I did was I went ahead and I cut it out twice, and then I just cut right along the little body for the little arms to get out right there. Excuse the noise in the background. My boys are over there listening to whatever they're listening to because they're getting ready for a game. We have a tournament this weekend, so I'm trying to multitask by waiting for the breakfast to be ready and then trying to get our cooler packed. So I figure, while I'm waiting for the breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and do this really quick for you guys. Okay, so let me go. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting this here, so this way you know what I'm saying? So this way when we do fold it over, it'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I want to do is I want to put something there so it won't be sticking out. Let me grab we're going to use this right here, this little score tape right here. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me see how much I need to cut off because I don't want that little part to be sticking out. I kind of want it to look like a finished project, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and put this back here. Hopefully I can do it without ruining it. Now, of course, if you're just using plain cardstock, obviously you don't have to do all this extra step. But like I said, I was totally inspired by that, the one that she did with pattern paper. I was like, oh, I didn't even think to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this other one on right here. I'm going to try and put the glue all the way to the end. Well, you know what? I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go ahead and just put the tape on it again so it could look nice. So let me grab this. We're going to put some more tape at the edge right there again so it could be like the same like the other side like we did. Okay, so we'll do right there. There we go. Oopsie. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of, line this up as well. Excuse me. Okay. We got back. We had some late games last night. We got back at midnight because Anthony had a tournament this weekend. And it was so weird because it was really hot during the day, and the nighttime it kind of cooled down. I was like, oh great, I hope I don't get sick. Okay, so alright, so there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and grab my, let's see, usually I use a pen. Let's just use this, let's use this. Alright, let's use my little jelly roll pen. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of fold these little guys right here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and stamp the face on really quick here. Let me grab this, and we're going to get the little cutie patootie face here. Get that on there. Let me grab okay, when I saw Nikki using these new, I needed some new little clear blocks desperately. When I saw Nikki use them, I immediately went to the Peachy Keen website and picked them up because I bought some from Amazon, and I was let me just quickly show you. I was kind of disappointed because you see how the thickness is, you see how that is, and how this one is. And this is from Amazon, and every time I stamp, my fingers would get full of ink and everything. So I'm like, oh God, I wasn't too happy with those. So I figured, I'm going to order these. So I'm so glad I did because I needed some desperately. Okay, my ink. Where did my ink go? All right. Sorry, I feel a little flustered here because I'm trying to hurry up and do this. Let me grab my ink. I thought I had it here. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to grab something to stamp on. Usually I have that big black grid mat on my desk, but I had taken it off because Anthony was working on one of those big poster boards. He had a presentation due last week, and I had taken it off, and I I put it away underneath some stuff, and I don't know where it is at this moment. So that's why my desk looks a little different, because this is what the gray part, that's what my desk looks like underneath all of that. Because somebody said, oh, it looks different. Did you get a new desk? No, it's the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this little guy like so. Alright, so let me get this. Alright, so perfecto. So I want to try and keep my blocks clean this time because usually I never clean them off after I use them. So we're going to clean this really quick here. Okay. So, we got that little kitty patchitty on there. I love him. I swear, this is like so adorable. I mean, of course, you can make it into a little girl, but since I have boys, I'm going to do a boy one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my little white Jelly Roll pen. And then, oh, sorry. Sometimes I do this here just to get it started on my hand. And I don't mind getting dirty while I'm crafting, because it's just easier, because sometimes a lot of people usually kind of roll it on some paper. I don't have time for that. If I just have my hand, that's always accessible. Okay, so let me just flip this around and do this side as well. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Just like so, just so the eyes could look a little bit more complete. And let me clean off my hand there so it won't stick. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my little... So for those of you who've been following me literally since day one, remember these are my favorite chalks right here. I've used these like for years and years. And I still have them and they still look good to me. So we're just going to go ahead and just... See, I didn't even have to put this little... This is just a little makeup applique. I didn't have to put anything on here because it stays on the little cotton pretty well. So I just do that. Okay, so that's done. Just to give it a little bit of character there. Okay, then we're just going to have to just put some little dots here. And then after you do that, we're just going to go ahead and add the candy. But I'm going to show you how I put the little holes on here, on the little edges, so we could tie them together. Let me grab my little, okay, and I'm just going to use this little 1/8 hole punch here. Let's put that, you know what I'm going to do better? Just to make sure that I guide the little thing in correctly, I'm just going to put a little pencil mark here, and then a pencil mark here, just so I can make sure I do this correctly. And then this way I can line it up with that little hole there, so I won't do it incorrectly, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so we have that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw our little Snicker bar, which I used to love. That used to be my favorite candy bar, but it's funny because I tried to eat one as I was making my transition to being vegan. And I did that for medical reasons, and it made me sick. This was one of the things I had to give up, I think because it has milk in it, you know. Okay, yeah, so there's like milk chocolate, and you know, it made me sick, and it's a trip. It's so weird how your body just gets used to what you're eating now, and anything that that makes you sick or whatever, it rejects it. It's such a trip. It's so weird. So I was kind of bummed. So I kind of learned how to make my own little vegan Snicker bar, and it was really good. So good. I mean, I can't say it tastes exactly like it, but it satisfies my cravings. So just thought I'd share that, since that used to be my favorite candy bar. I had to give up a lot, but it was worth it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this little, another pop dot here and put it here, right in the center, just so when I close the little wings, it could kind of stay put. I probably wouldn't need it, to be honest with you, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, hold on, let me fix this. Alright, let's put that there. I'm going to put one there, and then one. There we go. So this way it could kind of stay put, you know. I mean, you probably don't need it since you have the little glue dot in the back. You probably want to put a couple of glue dots in the back of the bat, so this way it won't kind of go sideways. All right. Sorry, I put I tie my bows weird. I know sometimes I tie them upside down because I don't know. Sometimes they kind of just come out better. Okay, so let's go ahead and give that a little trim there. There. That's it. I'm just going to kind of keep it like this, and I'm going to have to add the tag. I might add a tag later. I might not because I'm running out of time. I have to get going here, but I wanted to quickly come on here and show you how cute this looked. But, oh, you know what? I'm missing one more thing. Let me go grab it really quick. Okay, so let me grab... we need glossy accents. This is what I add to all of my eyes, like all the time. Hopefully that other part, the white part's dry. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and add the glossy accents on the eyes. But before I do that, I'm going to kind of do a little tester here, only because sometimes you don't want it to like squirt all over your whole entire, like the whole entire thing. Let me go ahead and put a little needle there to kind of just... Okay, so let's try this. There we go. Because sometimes it'll like kind of squirt out all over, and it'll like leave a big old mess on your on your face, and you don't want that. So I'm just putting little glossy accents on the eyes, just to make the little eyes stand out and just make them look that much cuter, you know? Okay, so there goes that, and then let's go ahead and get this guy going. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and carefully put this. I should have done this before I put the candy, but that's all right. We're going to try our best to get it perfectly on the mouth. I want to put it on the mouth as well. Also, I love this small glossy accents because the little pointy, it's a little, you know, the little tip is kind of pointy. It's perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. And then that's it, everyone. I think it looks super duper cute. I love him. And also, I'm not sure if you, just in case you missed my video on Friday during our blog hop, remember we have, there was a problem with the manufacturer, whereas they're not getting me all the product until Tuesday or Wednesday. So I kind of gave you all a heads up that that's, as soon as they come in, we are literally going to work around the clock till we get everything out as soon as we can. So I appreciate all of your patience. This has never happened before. First time, so I just kind of want to give you all a heads up because usually everything would have gone out today. So give me a couple of days and everybody should have all of your goodies soon. So that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And then really quick, for the freebie of the little, remember this was our freebie. This had actually, our 75th shopper had came through on Friday during the release at, I think it was around 12:15 Pacific Standard Time. So if you ordered after, it was available for purchase. Okay, so again, that's it, everyone. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you all back here soon. Bye bye.